Hello everyone, this is Shivika. Welcome back to English class. Students, as you know that all schools across the globe are closed and online education is going on over internet. Here, the students access online study materials, join virtual lectures. Online classes provide good quality of education to the students in the comfort of their homes and also help in controlling virus spread. There is no barrier of time. You can study at their own convenience and all the study material is safely stored in an online database. So if you need further explanations, you can easily watch these records and clear doubts instantly. So without wasting any time, let's start our class with a new topic, that is subject and predicate. Yes, in this class we will see the definition of subject and predicate with examples and we will solve some exercises also. So let's see.
Every sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. How we will understand what is subject and what is predicate? The easiest way is the subject gives the answer of these two questions, who or what, and predicate contains verb as well as what the subject is doing. This is the easiest way to understand what is subject and what is predicate. Let us understand better with the help of some example. For example, the monkey ate a banana. In this sentence, where is the verb? Obviously, ate. And where is subject? It's very simple. Answering the question, who ate a banana? The answer will be our subject. Who ate a banana? The monkey ate a banana. In this sentence, the monkey is a subject. I hope it's clear. Now I am going to repeat it one more time. For example, the monkey ate a banana. In this sentence, where is the verb? Obviously, ate. And where is subject? It's very simple. Who ate a banana? Answering the question, who ate a banana? The answer will be our subject. Who ate a banana? The monkey ate a banana. So, in this sentence, the monkey is a subject because a subject tells what the sentence is about. In this sentence, we are talking about the monkey. Who ate a banana? The monkey ate a banana. So, in this sentence, the monkey is a subject and rest part of the sentence is a predicate. Predicate contains a verb. It means ate a banana will be our predicate and the monkey is a subject. Let's see the definition of subject and predicate. What is subject? A subject is a noun or a pronoun. It may be just one word or more than one word. In another way, we can say that what or whom the sentence is about. That is subject. For example, Gopal reads a book. Here, where is subject? It's very simple. Answering the question, who reads a book? The answer will be Gopal. Who reads a book? Gopal reads a book. Here, Gopal is a subject and rest part of the sentence is a predicate. Let's take one more heading, that is predicate. What is predicate? The part that tells something about the subject. In another way, we can say that the predicate tells us about the subject's action. For example, Gopal reads a book. Here, Gopal is a subject and reads a book is a predicate. Because this is the part that tells something about the subject. Reads a book. In this sentence, we are talking about subject. Subject is Gopal and reads a book is a part that tells something about Gopal. That tells something about the subject. So, reads a book is a predicate. Let us understand better with the help of some example. For example, Mahi sat down to eat her lunch. In this sentence, where is subject and where is predicate? Who sat down to eat her lunch? The answer will be Mahi. So, Mahi is a subject and rest part of the sentence will be a predicate. Next is cows are grazing in the field. Here, where is subject? Cows. And where is predicate? Are grazing in the field. Next is Akshay and his friends are cycling. Answering the question, who are cycling? The answer will be Akshay and his friend. It means Akshay and his friends is a subject and are cycling is a predicate. Next is I am working on the computer. Here, who is working on the computer? I am working. In this sentence, I is a subject and am working on the computer is a predicate. Next point is command sentences mostly do not mention the subject. However, it is implied that the subject is you. For example, go Ram, run, come, go, etc. Okay, command sentences mostly do not mention the subject because it is implied that the subject is you. Next point is when the predicate precedes the subject. In a sentence, generally, subject comes before predicate. However, sometimes a sentence is inverted to lay emphasis on the predicate. In such sentences, the predicate comes before the subject. So it's not compulsory that the subject comes before the predicate. Clear? Sometimes a sentence is inverted to lay emphasis on the predicate. At that time, the predicate comes before the subject. So in generally, subject comes before the predicate, but sometimes predicate comes before the subject. For example, the dog came down the stairs. In this sentence, where is subject and where is predicate? The dog came down the stairs. Answering the question, who came down the stairs? The answer will be the dog. So in this sentence, the dog is a subject and came down the stairs is a predicate. But in the second sentence, down the stairs came the dog. Here, where is subject? Obviously the dog. The dog is our subject and down the stairs came is our predicate. In this sentence, predicate comes before the subject. But when we are talking about the first sentence, in first sentence, the dog came down the stairs. Here, the dog is a subject and it comes before the predicate. But in second sentence, down the stairs came the dog. Here, predicate comes before the subject. Subject may be one word or more than one word, as well as predicate may be one word or more than one word. Let's see some examples. For example, Ram plays. Here, who plays? Ram plays. Ram is a subject and plays is a predicate. One word subject and one word predicate. Next example is he laughs. Who laughs? He laughs. He is a pronoun and Ram is a noun. And subject may be noun or pronoun. So he laughs, he is a subject and laugh is a pronoun. One word subject, he, and one word predicate, laugh. Predicate contains verb and object. For example, Gopal reads a book. In this sentence, who reads a book? Gopal reads a book. It means Gopal is a subject. Reads is a verb and a book is an object. Next is the girl washes her clothes. Who washes her clothes? The answer will be the girl washes her clothes. Okay, so the girl is a subject. Washes means doing or action word. It means it is a verb. Her clothes, object. Next is my mother loves me. In this sentence, who loves me? My mother. The answer will be my mother. So my mother is a subject. Loves is a verb and me is an object. Next is we drink milk. The sentence is we drink milk. In this sentence, who drink milk? We drink milk. We is a subject and drink is a verb and milk is an object. So in these examples, Gopal reads a book. Gopal is a subject. Rest part of the sentence will be our predicate. In predicate contains verb and object. Next is the girl washes her clothes. The girl is a subject and rest part of the sentence will be a predicate. In predicate, there is a verb and object. Next is my mother loves me. In this sentence, my mother is a subject and rest part of the sentence will be our predicate. Predicate contains verb and object. Next is we drink milk. In this sentence, we is a subject and rest part of the sentence will be our predicate. In predicate, there is a verb and object.
Okay students, I hope it's clear what is subject and predicate. Subject means what or whom we are talking about. What or whom the sentence is about. Sentence किसके बारे में है. Okay, that is subject. In another way we can say that a subject is a noun or pronoun. Subject जो है वो noun भी हो सकता है और pronoun भी हो सकता है. It can be noun or pronoun and it may be just one word or more than one word. एक word का भी subject हो सकता है या एक word से ज्यादा का भी subject हो सकता है. For example, Mahi sat down to eat her lunch. In this sentence, who sat down to eat her lunch? The answer will be Mahi. So here, Mahi is a subject. Okay, in this sentence, we are talking about Mahi. Who sat down to eat her lunch? Mahi sat down to eat her lunch. So here, Mahi is a subject because in this sentence, we are talking about Mahi. कौन बैठ करके अपना लंच कर रहा है? माही कर रही है. Okay, so here Mahi is a subject. Mahi is a one word subject and we have already told you that subject may be one word or more than one word. For example, Akshay and his friends are cycling. In this sentence, we are talking about both Akshay and his friends. Here, more than one subject, Akshay and his friends. In this sentence, we are talking about Akshay and also his friends, okay, are cycling. Answering the question, who are cycling? The answer will be Akshay and his friends, both of them, okay. In this sentence, we are talking about both of them, Akshay and his friends are cycling. So here, the subject will be Akshay and his friends. So this is the example of more than one word subject, okay. But when we are talking about only one subject, the example is Mahi sat down to eat her lunch. In this sentence, we are talking about only one subject, Mahi. But when we say that Akshay and his friend are cycling, in this sentence, we are talking about both Akshay and his friends. So here, both are subject, Akshay and his friends. So this is the difference between one word subject and more than one word subject. So it's clear, subject may be one word or more than one word. Subject is a noun or pronoun. So overall we can say that the subject is what or whom the sentence is about. Clear? जिसके बारे में sentence में बात कही जा रही है वो हमारा subject है. Now come to the next point, that is predicate. What is predicate? The predicate tells us about the subject's action. Predicate हमें बताता है कि हमारा जो subject है वो कौन सा action कर रहा है. Subject के बारे में जो भी बात कही जा रही है, जो भी action किया जा रहा है subject के द्वारा, that is predicate. Clear? For example, horses gallop. Here gallop is a predicate, one word predicate. Okay, it also may be one word or more than one word like subject. Okay, predicate भी एक word का भी हो सकता है और predicate एक word से ज्यादा का भी हो सकता है. For example, when we are talking about only one word predicate, the example will be horses gallop. Here gallop is a predicate, one word predicate. But when we are talking about more than one word predicate, the example will be cows are grazing in the field. Cows are grazing in the field. In this sentence, cows is a subject and grazing in the field, more than one word. Okay. So this is the example of predicate, more than one word predicate. So it also may be one word or more than one word like subject. So I hope the difference is clear. What is subject and predicate? Subject means noun or pronoun. It may be one word or more than one word, as well as predicate is also maybe one word or more than one word. So overall we can say that what or whom the sentence is about, that is subject, and the part that tells something about the subject, that is predicate. Clear? And one more important thing, that command sentences mostly do not mention the subject. However, it is implied that the subject is you. For example, if I shout run to you, You know what I mean? And therefore, that one word makes complete sense. Yes, and it is a sentence. So also, go Ram is a sentence because the two words make complete sense. So it may be one word or more than one word. So I hope it's clear that command sentences mostly do not mention the subject. जरूरी नहीं है कि जो command sentence है उसमें भी हम subject mention हो. It's not compulsory. Okay. For example मैंने बोला run to you. It means आपको ही भागने के लिए कहा जा रहा है. तो यहाँ पर run एक वर्ड है. Even then it gives a complete sense. It means run is a sentence. One word sentence. Okay. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर वन वर्ड है तो वो सेंटेंस नहीं हो सकता. वन वर्ड भी सेंटेंस हो सकता है, बट वो अगर कंप्लीट सेंस हमें दे रहा है तब. स्पेशली ये कमांड सेंटेंस में होता है, लाइक रन, गो, कम. तो ये वन वर्ड है. इवन देन दे गिव कंप्लीट सेंस. इट मीन्स हम इसे सेंटेंस कह सकते हैं. ये भी एक सेंटेंस है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने बोला रन. इट मीन्स रन इज अ वन वर्ड सेंटेंस. इट ऑल्सो गिव्स अ कंप्लीट सेंस. When I said run to you, it means I know I am talking about you. So here sentence gives a complete sense. So run is a one word. Even then it gives a complete sense. So it is a sentence. Go is also a sentence. Come is also a sentence because it gives and shows a complete sense. Okay. So we can say that one word also make a sentence and two words also make a sentence. So in both the cases, the subject is you. For example, if I shout run to you, you know that what I mean, and therefore that one word makes complete sense and it is a sentence. So also go Ram is a sentence because the two words make a complete sense. It means in both the cases the subject is you. There is one more important point that when the predicate precedes the subject. Yes, when the predicate precedes the subject in a sentence, generally subject comes before predicate, right? Subject comes before the predicate. Subject predicate से पहले आता है. However, sometimes a sentence is inverted to link emphasizes on the predicate. In such sentence, the predicate comes before the subject. ऐसे sentences में predicate subject के पहले आ जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जिम सैट अंडर द ट्री. हियर जिम इज अ सब्जेक्ट. इट कम्स बिफोर द प्रेडिकेट. बट व्हेन वी से दैट अंडर द ट्री जिम सैट, इन दिस सेंटेंस predicate comes before the subject. So I hope it's clear what is subject, what is predicate. One word subject, one word predicate, more than one word subject, more than one word predicate, single word which gives a complete sense, that is sentence.
Divide each of the following sentences into subject and predicate. First sentence is birds build nest in trees. In this sentence, where is subject and where is predicate? It's very simple. Answering the question, who build nest in trees? The answer will be birds. So here, birds is a subject and rest part will be our predicate. Build nest in trees. Come to the next one. Your book lies on the desk. In this sentence, we are talking about your book. Okay. Your book lies on the desk. So your book will be subject and lies on the desk will be a predicate. Answering the question, what lies on the desk? The answer will be your book. So here your book is a subject and lies on the desk will be our predicate. Next sentence is my new watch keeps good time. Here we are talking about my new watch. So it is subject and rest part will be our predicate. Next is he goes to the church on Sunday. In this sentence, he is a pronoun. So a pronoun is a subject. So he is a subject and goes to the church on Sunday. That is predicate. Next is I have a garden of my own. In this sentence, I is a subject and rest of the part of the sentence will be our predicate. Next is the poor old woman gets little food. Here we are talking about the poor old woman. So the poor old woman is a subject and gets little food will be our predicate. Next is a cold wind blew last night. In this sentence, where is subject and where is predicate? A cold wind blew last night. Here, a cold wind is a subject and blew last night will be our predicate. Next is the foolish crow tried to sing. In this sentence, we are talking about the foolish crow. So here, the foolish crow will be our subject and tried to sing will be our predicate. Next is the hungry child wept bitterly. Here, who wept bitterly? The hungry child. So the hungry child will be our subject and wept bitterly is a predicate. Next is Shirin's mother is ill. Who is ill? Shirin's mother. So it means Shirin's mother will be a subject and is ill will be a predicate. Next is the old woman looks unhappy. In this sentence, who looks unhappy? The old woman looks unhappy. It means the old woman will be our subject and looks unhappy will be our predicate. Next is the little lamb followed by Jane everywhere. The little lamb followed Jane everywhere. In this sentence, who followed Jane everywhere? The answer will be the little lamb. It means the little lamb will be our subject and rest part will be our predicate. It means followed Jane everywhere will be our predicate and the little lamb will be our subject. Come to the next one, that is here come the boys. In this sentence, who came here? The boys. The answer will be the boys. So it means the boys will be our subject and here come will be our predicate. In this sentence, predicate comes before the subject. Next is Little Hurry is the cleverest boy in the class. In this sentence, who is the cleverest boy in the class? Little Hurry. It means Little Hurry is a subject and is the cleverest boy in the class will be our predicate. Let's take one more exercise. Rewrite the sentences changing the order of subject and predicate. Yes, changing the order of subject and predicate. So let's see. First sentence is never again will you do that. And the correct answer will be you will never do that again. Come to the next one. Rarely have I eaten better food. And the correct answer will be I have rarely eaten better food. Next is hardly ever does he come to class on time. Correct answer will be he comes to class on time hardly ever. Next is up jumped that frog. And the correct answer will be the frog jumped up. Next is never have I seen such a mess. And the correct answer will be I have never seen such a mess. Next is scarcely had I stepped out when the telephone rang. And the correct answer will be I had scarcely stepped out when the telephone rang. Next is hardly had I reached the station when the train departed. And the correct answer will be I had hardly reached the station when the train departed. Next is no sooner had she heard the news than she started crying. And the correct answer will be she started crying as soon as she heard the news. Next is here comes the thief. And the correct answer will be the thief comes here. Next is in the race remained 15 cars. And the correct answer will be 15 cars remained in the race.
Okay students, it's over for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any confusion, any doubt regarding the topic, you can ask me without any hesitation, okay? Next time, we will meet with a new video very soon. Till then, keep studying, stay at home and be safe. Goodbye.